Hey YouTube, this is Alexander, and today I've got something that you may have seen before. Dimple. First, I'd just like to give a shout out and thanks to Dimple for shipping this out to me at no charge. But with that out of the way, Dimple is a few years old, and if you haven't heard of it by now, it's essentially a set of buttons that stick onto your Android phone and allow you to perform quick actions. They work using NFC and let you open apps, toggle a quick setting like Wi-Fi or screen rotation, toggle the flashlight, and a bunch more, which we'll dive into a little later. As far as the physical design and feel goes, Dimple is basically just a set of plastic buttons with a strip of 3M adhesive on the back, which will allow it to stick directly on a phone or case. Now, setting them up was a little annoying for me in my OnePlus One since it took a while to find the proper area to stick them, and it just so happened to be an area that isn't really right-hand friendly. However, that's more so on the device rather than Dimple, but it's something to keep in mind. Setting it up is fairly simple though. Just install the associated Dimple app, open it up, and follow the instructions to assign an action to a specific button. This is where you'll see the actions you can have each button perform, whether it be opening an app or URL, toggling a setting or flashlight, making a call, taking a picture, or using some third-party plugin. There are also some basic settings for haptic feedback and formatting a button if you need to do that. The haptic feedback is actually pretty nice and the buttons work really well. They're not too difficult to press, but you also won't accidentally be pressing them. However, it does have a few issues that I need to address. First, and probably the biggest downside, is that it doesn't work with metal phones due to the NFC radio placement in them, and considering that more and more phones are being made out of metal, that renders many top flagships incompatible. The second issue that I have is the overall unevenness that comes from adding a set of buttons to the phone or a case. However, that may not bother you since you do get some added functionality. And lastly, the placement just may not be ideal depending on the phone, as is the case on my OnePlus One since it's much easier to toggle with my left hand than my right, even though I'm mainly holding my phone with my right hand. Now, these downsides aren't mentioned to say that Dimple is a bad product. I actually like it for the ability to quickly toggle the flashlight or make an emergency phone call with the click of a button, but for me personally, I just can't get past the aesthetics and the price tag of $20. However, if you're the kind of person who doesn't care too much for looks and prefer function over form, this just might be what you're looking for. Anyway though, that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more because I do have quite a few videos on the way. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.